Fiesta ST, it's quick. Welcome back to Team O'Neill. I'm Wyatt. Front wheel drive, hot hatchbacks on the track. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out. What we're gonna do today is just hop in and get in some laps here at Canaan Motor Club, talk a little bit about how to drive, but even less kind of instructionally, just look at, this Fiesta ST and other kind of the concept of a hot hatchback on the track. For those of you who are rear wheel drive only or all wheel drive only or whatever, if you hadn't really thought about driving a fast front wheel drive car in a high performance situation, we might change your mind today. All right, so this isn't a review of the Fiesta ST or anything really instructional. I'm just out here doing laps with this thing, having a time. And I wanted to just kind of do a call to action, like anybody who is not ripping around in a hot hatchback, lifting that inside tire and dragging the back end around and just kind of shredding around the track, you're missing out. Like, you got to get in here and try this out. And once you get the hang of it, it's a very good time. And it's fast. And the other thing is, these are cheap. Like, I don't know what else you can get for 10 grand less, 7 or 8 grand that's gonna do this. In the rear wheel drive world, you could get an old BMW, but this is faster. Maybe a Miata, but this has a hard top and you can drive it around normally and fit things in the back seat. Oh, just too much throttle. The Fiesta ST, it's quick. This one is set up for rally. It's a little bit tall, but it's stiff enough, and we've got pavement tires on here, so it gets around pretty good. As long as you get the brakes on coming into a corner, trail brake nicely, get it turned in, get it around, feed the throttle in, a little bit of ice on the track in the shade, no problem. Lift oversteer and just come into a corner with an abrupt lift and that back end just drags around for you. Third gear in the ST just goes on forever. I don't know how fast we're going now. High 70s coming into this turn. But if you get it slowed down to 40, it'll still spin the tires a little bit on the way out. Super useful gearing. Feed the throttle in, looking through the turn. It's just so much fun. There are really not a lot of cars that are comfortable being a daily driver with 4 seats and a trunk, that get great fuel economy and really function very easily and well as a daily driver, that you can get out on a track and have this much fun with. And they're safe. I mean, you've really got to do something pretty silly to get into trouble in one of these. Do you have a little understeer if you turn in with a little too much speed? Sure, but you get a nice little bit of feedback from the front end. You know you did wrong and it's not that big a deal. If the car pushes a little bit, who cares? And it turns into a game of just trying to get that perfect amount of little rotation to slip the back end out so you can get your turn done early, start feeding the power in again and carry your speed. What a good time. Yeah, just an amazing time, and so many people, whether it's on the internet or whatever, just like to poo-poo the front wheel drive, hot hatchbacks, whatever, as being, less of a car or not an enthusiast car, whatever it is, the rear wheel drive snobs and some of the all wheel drive people. And for the money, for the effectiveness of this as a normal daily driver, something like a Fiesta ST is just a super, super good time. Out on a track, it's a really, really, really happy place. So that's all I got for you. If you're into this stuff, if you're curious about more of the technical driving, you know, how to get around with a car like this, we'll have some stuff coming out shortly. If you're into high-speed driving, vehicle dynamics on gravel, pavement, snow, ice, whatever it might be, check out Team O'Neill at teamoneil.com. We run courses all year round. Other than that, be safe, have fun, and we'll catch you next time. Pretend to drive away, fade to black. Right?